Hi, this is Crystal K, and this is my video response for Module 4, Activity number 3. The first scenario that I chose was ask a coworker to be on time for a meeting, and I actually have a lot of experience with this. I did have a general ed teacher who was often late for IEP meetings, so instead of addressing the situation in a negative manner, actually, on page 205, I underlined it in red. It says the first point is not to engage in the negativity or in a negative way. I, instead of saying, you're late all the time, I said, hey, would you like me to give you, a reminder the day before? Or, hey, I can, let you know when the office calls me when the office calls me that the parents have arrived. And so that, the parents and I weren't waiting for the gen ed teacher to get there. And it worked out really well. She was very receptive. And I never went in with negativity saying, you're always late. I didn't ever think that would be a good thing. I don't like confrontation either. So, and then the second one I chose is number 8. Respond when someone has interrupted you. Again, I am not one for confrontation, and I'm assuming this is while you're having an argument. So I chose on page 207, I underlined it. The quote says, when an angry person is loud and belligerent, speak more softly and calmly, listen intently with responsiveness, not reaction. Again, at this point, I would use more I words. Going back to the survey on page 199, use more I words, speak softly, avoid aggressive language, and probably because I'm not a confrontational person, like if there was something that I wanted to say, I tend to lose my words in the heat of the moment. I would write it down in a letter. I'm more expressive that way. I'm able to think clearly after the fact and send it to them. Because again, I'm not a confrontational person. I get discombobulated. My thoughts get scattered, and I can't address a person when I'm upset. And then the third scenario that I chose was scenario number 9, break into conversation when someone has monopolized the discussion to everyone's frustration. And this does happen sometimes when we are having an IEP meeting, and it's usually the parents. So what I like to do is the parents sometimes will start talking, in a tangent that has nothing to do with the IEP meeting. And since we normally have IEP meetings in the mornings, our school day is about to start and we're not halfway through the IEP meeting yet. We're getting frustrated because we are now wasting time. So I start with a compliment. We love parents that are so involved with their children that they know how many video games that they like to play every day. And we love that you're a part of the team and that you know so much about your child and that you have so much to say, and we love your input so much. But now it's time to get back to the IEP at hand. So I always start it with a compliment and go on from there. And parents are very receptive to it, and they understand that, as teachers and, they're usually working parents, they understand that we're on a time crunch and that we have to get a certain amount of things done in the day. So it's usually they're pretty receptive of rounding back to, the things that we need to talk about. So those are the 3 scenarios that I chose, and thank you for listening.